Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we shall be looking at how to format our references. It is very important as students. We usually struggle to arrange our references from A to Z or in ascending order, and more to the point, how do we put our references in the APA citation form? Most institutions uses the APA citation form. Now it depends on your institution, and so this video I shall be taking you step by step on how to format your references very well. Now you can see that I already have some text highlighted. You can see that this text is being aligned to the left. Some texts are inside. First, you make sure they are all aligned to the left. So I can just delete this side for it to go in. Next, make this one also go. Since we are copying and we are pasting, sometimes you go and take the article from a different page and you reference it on your work. So therefore, they are not arranged well. You could see that this text here is bolded, and you don't need to bold it because the whole text is not supposed to be bolded. And see the font size of this one. It is in the Adobe Arabic form, which you need to change. Then this text is also bolded. This text is also bolded. So what we need to do is that you highlight all the text. Now highlight is Control plus A. Control A is highlighting. Now, but if you have your document already on your work, let's say you are doing your chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, and the references are under it. If you press Control plus A, it's going to highlight all your work. So you might only need to highlight only the reference. So this is one way you can do it. Place the cursor at the beginning of your reference and go to the last of the reference. Go to the end. Then you press Shift and you click. It's going to highlight all the text that is on your reference only. Now, after we have done that, I want to change all the formatting to Times New Roman. So I'm going to change it to Times New Roman and font size to 12. And then some are bolded, so I have to bold and unbold, so everything will be done. So for the work on the bolding side is gone. So you scroll to see if all your texts are in the Times New Roman form. Okay, so if that is done, we now need to arrange them in the APA citation form. So let me see this one. Which form is it? It's Times New Roman. So you can see that. So it means all of them has been changed into what? Times New Roman. Let's check this one also. It's also what? Times New Roman. So that one is well done. Now the next thing is also to highlight the text. Highlight the text, all of them. Now right click. If you are using a laptop, right click. You are using 2 fingers on your touchpad. Use 2 fingers to tap on your tap pad. It's the same as what? The right clicking. You can also right click directly. That is if you are using a mouse or from your touchpad controller. Now after you have right click, look for paragraph. Here is paragraph. Remember, each of your work is arranged in paragraphs. You can see that. I want you to go to alignment, then you justify everything. Now levels, body of text, special, we want it to be hanging, so you click on hanging. Okay, we are trying to cite it in the APA citation form. Okay, so hanging, and then the line spacing, if your school is using single line spacing, you use single line spacing. If double line spacing or 1.5, you use that one. Most of the time our work uses double line spacing, but for the references I like using the single line spacing, because if when I use double line spaces it might take a lot of pages which I don't actually need. So I click on single line spacing and then you click on OK, and you see that all your work are now arranged, they are hanging, so it's looking like the APA form. Okay, now that is the next step. We want to now arrange these texts from ascending to descending, from A to Z, and in so doing we highlight everything again. So make sure that it have come to the arrangement like this. Make sure it has come to the arrangement, make sure it's hanging and all that, so that you can easily arrange it. Okay, now highlight the whole text, Ctrl+A. You come to sort A Z, from A to Z. You can see the arrow there, it means it's from A to Z. When you put the mouse cursor there, it's saying that arrange the current selection in alphabetical or numerical order. This is especially useful if you are trying to organize data in a table, but here we are trying to organize our references and it is alphabetical order, not numerical order. So I click on it, they'll give me option. It has automatically detected that I'm dealing with what? Text, but not numbers, so it will give it to me. So if I'm dealing with numbers, I can change it. If I'm dealing with numbers, change it from here, or date, I change it from here. Okay, now from the paragraph also, if you are dealing with headings, in my previous video I have taught on how we can insert headings into our work. So if you want to arrange your headings, you click on headings, but here we are dealing with paragraphs, so I just leave at paragraph, so each of the paragraph. Okay, now we are arranging it from ascending to descending. We are arranging it from ascending to descending, so that A will go first, followed by B, followed by C, up to what? Z. And therefore that one is done. It's only the side you need. So I now click, and every text is now rearranged for me. So you can now see that you have A, B, then C, D, E, F, G, H. So your work is perfectly arranged in the ascending order, from A to Z, that is alphabetical order. This is how you format your references in the APA citation form. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and more to the point, hit the notification button so that when I release any video, you'll not be left out. Now, one thing I also want us to look at is let's highlight the whole thing. I just want to go back there, go to paragraph, so that I can increase the font so that you know what I mean, So justified, special, hanging, and then so the hanging, watch here. If I change the hanging, be watching how it is moving. Okay, so the hanging, it means it's giving you the normal how it should be, but in most cases we leave it at what? 0.5. okay, so let me even leave it at 1 so that you see the difference here. We'll leave it at 0.5. let me leave it at double 2. Then the line spacing, let me leave it at double. Then we see how different this one will be from the others. Now I click, you can see your work. You can see how your work is. It's double line spacing, and the space between this is double. It's going to be doubled, and then it making your work not looking nice. And that is why I said I like going with what, the single line spacing. So just undo what I just did. So by clicking on Control Z, or you can use this quick access toolbar to do it. Okay, all right. So thank you once again. Hit the notification button, like, subscribe, and share.